Well, forget form, forget stats, this is a derby game and conventional wisdom goes out of the window. Milan's two football behemoths limber up to do battle once more, and the prospect is tantalising. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. One of the world's great city rivalries, the Milan derby, it has its own chapter in the story of the Italian game.
Well, Peter, a derby with over a century of history and two huge institutions. It's a game, no matter what the dynamic or the significance, has always been a really highly charged affair that's utterly unmissable, and I expect this one to be no different.
The action has already started. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. Another rendition of this never-ending feud. It will never lose its significance. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that's a fine interception. Quality ball. Now it's Palmer. Played into space. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Oxlade-Chamberlain will have a very important role here, Peter. He'll be the one tasked with carrying the ball forward once his team wins it back. A goal-scoring central midfielder is essential in every good side, and he ticks all the boxes. He has great shooting range too.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Zielinski. And here's Dovbyk. He's on it, can he get away?
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Barella. And he's there to retrieve it. Dumfries gets into some space. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Bisek. Good ball, good take. He's in a great position here. Dovbyk. Bastoni wins the duel this time. And it's Zielinski. DiMarco. And he's managed to get free. Served. Up he goes! Oxlade-Chamberlain. Out towards the flank. De Bruyne. And the counter is on. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Now it's Lopez. And this is De Bruyne. Bisek gets rid without sophistication. What a throw in. McTominay. He's having a go! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
That looks a good ball through. Donnarumma comes out and deals with it. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Now it's Dovbyk, and it's De Bruyne. Milan looking to pass their way through. And here's Dovbyk. Zielinski.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Palmer. Quick look, that shapes to shoot! Thuram.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Now it's Lopez. Calhanoglu. Dumfries. Thuram. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Akanji. Oh, terrible. Diego Lopez! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. And this could turn out to be one big kick of the ball. This to go one up. Oh, he's missed it.
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And the whistle goes for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, not converting the spot kick will be the subject of much half-time debate, but, you know, disappointment on one side and relief on the other, and that can be transformed now into a match-winning determination, so here's to that.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Milan have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Calhanoglu. Oh, that's well spotted. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Bisek. Akanji. Calhanoglu. Now it's Martinez. Oh, that's a key interception. DiMarco is in a really good position out wide. Gets his head on it! And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
And they're quick to get it back.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Great ball, and he's in here. Goalless still, and neither side really getting onto the front foot. Keeper's got good distance on that. Well, nicely intercepted. Now it's Dovbyk. Probing pass. Oxlade-Chamberlain with the delivery.
Sostituzione per il Milan.
Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
That's a shade optimistic. DiMarco. There will be a throw-in. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0.
Milan have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Now it's Martinez. Now it's Martinez. Milan can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And this is Oxlade-Chamberlain. Now it's Martinez. Oh, they've broken out here, and this could be the moment. Zielinski. Well, that's cause for mild irritation. He shifted it to the flank. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Well, they've got it again. Memphis Depay. Now it's Lopez. That's an imaginative pass. Chance! And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh no, this does not look good. He's found a way through. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7, numero 13. Lasciano il campo per il numero 24, il numero 11, Neymar.
Milan have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Oxlade-Chamberlain running with the ball. Knocks it into space. Deep cross. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Oh, well played. He got back really well.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Crossed into the box. Good read, needed to be. Palmer. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
90 minutes gone and nothing to show. Oxlade-Chamberlain gets a cross in. And there goes the final whistle. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Thoughts on what we've just seen? Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everyone,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to Old
evening. The
Trafford.
skies are clear, the noise is
Manchester
fervent,
United
the atmosphere
against
frenetic.
Milan.
This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Soyuncu gets over and intercepts. That's an imaginative pass. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
The electric Christian Pulisic is one of the most exciting attacking midfielders who has searing pace and trickery that will scare any defender and many defences. He could do with a better final product at times, but he's very unselfish. He's a real team.
Shot, surely! I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's had it nicked away. De Bruyne. Now it's Lopez. Now it's De Bruyne. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Strokes it back. Palmer! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Palmer brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Neither side yet able to find the net. Torreira stood up well to him there. Now it's Palmer. Now it's Palmer. Now it's Keane. Oh, the ball's gone astray.
Manchester United clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it's
Chance for a shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Milan with the corner. They're first. McTominay! Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Aydin. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's Torreira. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's a sharp little ball here. Diego Lopez. Good ball, good take. It's a pretty loose pass. Masuaku. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And here's Pulisic. They're back in possession. Shot a goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Diego Lopez. Now De Bruyne. Now it's Dovbyk. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, that looks a decent ball. Keane.
That's good play from him.
Brilliantly cut out. Dovbyk. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. McTominay. Now it's Keane. And he's there to retrieve it. And it's Palmer. He's in a great position. Decent chance! Goal! Manchester United! The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Dovbik, can he finish? And yes, it's there! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now it's Keane. McTominay. Now it's Dovbik. And he's worked it through.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press. Soyuncu calmly anticipates. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And we hit half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So your views on the first half?
Milan will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. He's having a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Into the lead once more. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Manchester United go. Real chance! He's got a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Manchester United take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Dovbik. It's a good ball out wide.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Palmer. Aydin. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
It's made its way to him. Keane is flagged offside.
The attendance for this match was 72,306.
Now this could be a chance.
And he's searching through.
Good claim by the keeper. He's certainly earned his keep there. Donnarumma did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he shoots! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are cruising away! Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He tried.
He's won it, and the shot! Keeper's got his work done.
Milan certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Substitutions taking place.
This is their second corner of the game. A real chance! They've done it! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Milan give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Hops for safety. Van Dijk. It's a searching pass. He's picked his way through. And the finish!
Memphis Depay made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
So, third corner of the game. Oh, good stop by the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Goes for a shot! And the ball... Oh, he's been caught napping. Pulisic. Palmer. Well, they can break here. Rudiger gets across to intercept that. Into the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Memphis Depay. He has a look up, shapes to shoot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
Milan get their fourth corner. Neuer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now they can spring out of defence. McTominay really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And here's Pulisic. Keane. Yep, it's a corner. He's got full. And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. And he was alert to it. Into the last 5 minutes. Alexander-Arnold. Aims beyond the defence. Passing nice and neat. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. McTominay. That has not gone well. Taken back almost at once. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, what a ball! Not the most accurate pass.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Mbappe. He's on it, can he get away? And he's running through. Mbappe. Not the most convincing of passes. Oh, good-looking ball. Palmer has found the net here, of course. Now it's Palmer. And here's Keane. Nicely spread. He's found a way through. Terrific header. And again. Oh, in he goes again. And he hits the net. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes...
Oh, shooting chance! And we're done. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less every... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Oh, Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The action has already started. It's a goal kick. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Lamine Yamal. Well, this guy, Lamine Yamal, Peter, certainly is a very exciting talent. A natural right winger. We all know about his technique, but he's very impressive with his decision-making too. And when you consider that his job is all about supply, it's all about end product, he's become actually quite good at that. His ball retention is quite strong. And when you've got that in a wide player, you're onto something.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Rodri. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Played out to the right. Now it's Yamal. He has found the way through. Oh, what has happened here? Can he get on the end of this? Not the most accurate pass. Van Dijk. Alaba. Rodri. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Pass somewhat off target. Out to the right. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Lopez. Header! Goal! Milan! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
It's a promising position, and he whips it in.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Oh, give it away! Kimmich. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. In towards the... He rises! It's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Hakimi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Knocks it into space, and he's picked it up out wide. Big header! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Nicked it back promptly. Palmer. And it's Oxlade-Chamberlain. Some really good ball movement. Aimed beyond the defence. McTominay. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Spread neatly. McTominay. And it's Rudiger. Threads one in. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Dovbik. And it's Oxlade-Chamberlain. Looking to play him in. Leicester makes the interception. Van Dijk. Rodri. Alaba. Out towards the flank. And here's Dovbik. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Kimmich. Ball played for Leicester. Beckham. He's found a way through. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 10, numero 7.
The second half then, just getting going.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 96, il numero 9.
Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's in a great position here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Mbappe is onto this. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Rodri. Kimmich. Mbappe has found the net here, of course. McTominay. And it's De Bruyne. Now, can they get him away? Mbappe. Rashford. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Mbappe. Looking for a runner. Mbappe is wide and looking to get onto this. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Milan looking to pass their way through. Beckham kept his eye on it, and he's there. Played out towards the right wing. Vinicius Junior receives it in a good position here. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Searching pass he's played there. Nesta. And it's Palmer. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Oh, that's fabulous. Showing good feet. McTominay. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now it's Rashford. And that is out of play.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 13, numero 20. Lasciano il campo
Well,
per
it's a promising build-up, this.
il numero
Plenty of
11,
really nice passing.
Neymar. Il numero 42.
Mbappe
Attenzione, una
tries to
sostituzione.
pass it through. Oh, well measured. Van Dijk cuts it out. Nesta. Kimmich. Beckham. Now it's Beckham. Now this could be a chance. Camavinga. Memphis Depay. Milan have reclaimed it. That has been cut short. And that has left him in a heap. Neymar. Hakimi. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, good spread. Now it's Mbappe. And it's played in.
Milan really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Tierney gets across to intercept that. Looking for options for movement. It's a pretty loose pass. Nicely spread. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's the shot! And that's a real chance missed.
Mbappe has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And he's managed to get free. Now it's Palmer. And this is Beckham. Gets his head on it! And yes, it's there! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Chelsea take the lead.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on? I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Now it's Memphis Depay. He's had it taken off him. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Kimmich with a definite foul there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. And it's McTominay. And that's a dangerous ball. Nicely weighted ball. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
There's the header! Just off target. So that's it. It is all over. Milan pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, it's hard to ignore Bellingham, Peter, because he's been compared to so many past England greats. His versatility, the unpredictability, those late runs from deep that make him a great threat. Will he reach those heights? He certainly has all the potential.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Messi carries the ball down the right. And that's really well manoeuvred. Looking for the run. He won't be happy with that one. Dovbik aims beyond the defence. The ball is loose and the chase is on. That is ended up in no man's land. Searching pass he's played there. Can he latch on to this? Brilliantly cut out. Messi.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He's picked his way through. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Tierney defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Tries to thread one through. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Palmer. Oh, Red, nice interception. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
And he whips it in.
Milan clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Dovbik. Palmer. And it's Oxlade-Chamberlain. Ah, looks a smashing ball. Caught offside that time. De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Messi on a strong run down the right. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Bellingham wins the duel this time. He's found the way through. Oh, that's a fine interception. Oh, this looks sharp. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Now, can they get him away? He is through here! Oh, it's a great ball here. Dovbik showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Rafinha. Played out to the left flank. Oh, no joy this time. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Bellingham. Now it's Rafinha. Oh, nicely intercepted. Dovbik. Stood up well to him there. For De Bruyne. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, that's fabulous. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That's an imaginative pass. And it's De Bruyne. Ambitious ball here. Rudiger gets over and intercepts. Now it's Lopez. Milan finding their passes. A probing pass. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. He's shifting through the gears here. Bellingham through. And we've reached half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Rafinha.
So off we go once more.
Number 19.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Johan Cruyff. Number 5.
Knocks it into space.
Number 21.
Oh, well played. Newcastle with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Milan have the chance to go the other way. But they've got it again. Now it's Lopez. Looking for options for movement. Threads one in. Rudiger makes the interception. And smartly reclaimed. Camavinga tries to pass it through, and that could set him on his way. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Mbappe. Cruyff. Palmer. Looking for a runner. Spread neatly. Punched away. Cruyff running with the ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Good read, needed to be. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And he's straight offside.
Substitutions taking place.
Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
And here's De Bruyne. And he's only too happy to take that back. And it's De Bruyne. That has been slung wide. He's having a shot! Really well taken goal. First blood drawn. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Number 96.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Oh, decent chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
It's Memphis Depay!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
That's been slipped through. Goes for a shot! Oh, taken with style! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Newcastle go into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And this is Depay. He's a sharp little ball here.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And here's Depay.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Palmer. Newcastle can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Oh, that's nice. He's chosen to go back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
And they can counter here.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Pass somewhat off target. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
McTominay. Well, that has not gone well.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Looking wide. Played into space. No, he's just misjudged that one.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Throw in. Cruyff, given the lift of his goal.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, what has happened here? And there goes the final whistle. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game.
Just a quick request today for everybody to please.
So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to
evening. The
today's
skies
match.
are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle. The lineup we have suggests it's going to be a 4-5-1 formation, Jim.
Well, the lone striker.
Real chance! Goal! Milan! The ideal start!
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
The goal scorer for
An act of
Milan,
charity
after
gratefully
2
received.
minutes,
I
is
think the defence really
Number
need to
10.
wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And he's intervened well there. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Milan finding their passes. Diego Lopez! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Diego Lopez really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Hakimi with the clearance. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Soboslai concedes a free kick for that. Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range. That was travelling. Grimaldo. Hakimi. Dovbik.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the
Big header! They've scored! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every...
Tries a shot! Yes! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Milan, he's going for goal! And that's off target.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
And it's Oxlade-Chamberlain. Milan have hit a quick-fire double here. Wirtz will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Shoots! And yes, it's there! It could be a lifeline! Two more needed! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here?
McTominay really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Szoboszlai, Kimmich, now Foden, Musiala, Hakimi. There they go, hunting in packs. That has been cut short. McTominay. Hakimi. And it's Musiala. Van de Ven.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Decent chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target. Foden.
It's a pretty loose pass. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Palmer. Oh, that's well spotted. Szoboszlai. Kimmich. Distributed tidily.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Now it's Musiala. Cross in. Oxlade-Chamberlain has created one goal already. That's a cute ball. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he's going to have his name taken.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He'll fancy himself from here. Looking to widen the gap even further here. De Bruyne! It's this time, surely! And it's in! And the lead is extended still further. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that shot.
There's the shot! Oh, he's been caught now, and again! Danger averted for now. Szoboszlai. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Rudiger. And here's Dovbyk. Now it's Palmer. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. That is good strength.
Added time.
Now it's Lopez. Szoboszlai. Rudiger promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, what? Oh, shooting chance! And he's there to belt it away. Hakimi. And there's the end of the first half.
Well, I think it's pretty much ideal so far, Peter. They won't be happy about conceding, but other than that, it's been really plain sailing.
Really has been
Just
an
a quick
astonishing
announcement,
game,
it is now
peppered
time
with
for our
goals.
special
You
lottery.
cannot help
Please
feeling
grab
that the
the
second
tickets
half will
we'll give
supply
away when
more.
walking through the gates.
Here we go again then. Not the most convincing of passes. Looking for options for movement. It's a promising position. Picked out brilliantly. And it's Palmer. Now it's Kane. Now what about a counter-attack? Rudiger wins the duel this time. De Ligt. Szoboszlai. Kimmich. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Musiala. And it's Grimaldo. He's a sharp little ball here. That's good running with the ball. Oh, that's clever. Now it's Dovbyk. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
That has not gone well. Great vision. Spread neatly. Look at the space. Big chance! Sticks it away! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So is this the start of a comeback? Grimaldo deals with that comfortably. Van der Ven. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oxlade-Chamberlain. He's in a great... and he shoots! He scores! Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Milan grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. De Bruyne could complete a hat-trick here, Jim. What do you reckon?
Well, I think he's got every chance, and he's got plenty of time too to get his third, and the way he's gone about this match, he looks very much like he could even end up getting more. He's full of hunger and running.
Musiala, Van der Ven. Over to the left, played back in. Now it's Musiala. He's chosen to go back. Can he get it through? Oh, he's played it in low. Dovbyk. Dovbyk powering forward here. Ambitious ball here. That looks a good ball through.
Well, he was given the time and route.
Takes the shot! Smashing save, really good save that.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Now it's Kane. That's a good ball out wide. Oxlade-Chamberlain. And it's De Bruyne. No, that's been intercepted. Grimaldo. Nicely spread. Foden. Musiala. Can he get on? He's had a shot! Oh, they could be caught out here. Nicely aimed pass. Soboslai. Diego Lopez. Lopez puts his foot on the gas. That is good alertness. Well, that pass isn't the best. Oxlade-Chamberlain. He's shifting through the gears here. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Referee has just said play on. Now it's Kane. Dovbyk, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. Musiala, Tierney cuts it out. Dovbyk. Kimmich. Well, that looks a decent ball. Just eases him off the ball. Kane. Musiala. Now it's Musiala. That's been slipped through. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substitution in progress.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Stood up well to him there. Foden. Time added on will be 2 minutes.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Milan, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now.
And we come to you now with
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And already we're underway here. It is our understanding that they've gone with a 4-5-1.
Well, the lone striker has to be prepared to do some of the work himself, but essentially he needs two of the three central midfielders to make runs beyond him and trust that the wide men can service the penalty box and make those link-up runs from out to in. He should get plenty of support with the...
And he shoots! He's scored! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now there's a Diego, look! Oh, taken with style. Not the most convincing of passes. McTominay. Dovbik. Tries to play it through. Lopez gets into a good position. Oh no, this does not look good. Cross into the box. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Hakimi. Musiala. Kane. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, super fun. Goes for a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Kimmich. Foden.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's Hakimi. Oh, nice touch.
That's good play from him.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, this looks sharp. And now the breakaway. Well read, nice interception. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And here's Musiala. McTominay this time. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Now it's Lopez. Palmer. Great vision. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Kimmich. That'll be a throw-in. Tierney. Nice-looking ball. Played into space out wide. Nubel is there to clear. Foden. Passing is crisp and sharp. Kimmich, who's set up one goal so far, distributed tidily. That has found him in acres of space. Musiala. Kimmich. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Dovbik, and the counter-attack is on for Milan. Can he get on the end of this? And he face-to-face with the keeper. Shoots! In he goes again. He scores! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
The goal scorer for Milan.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Milan grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And here's Musiala. Played out to the left flank. And this is Kane. De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press. Oxlade-Chamberlain. And it's Oxlade-Chamberlain. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Palmer. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Those looking wide.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Diego Lopez. Now De Bruyne. And it's Oxlade-Chamberlain. Foden, given the lift of his goal. Now it's Kane. Now it's Szoboszlai. Wirtz could try cutting inside here. Fires it in low. Dovbik. Oxlade-Chamberlain. De Bruyne.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oxlade-Chamberlain. Dovbik. Oh, good ball. Foden. Now it's Musiala. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Substitution.
Milan kick off the second half. Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now that looks a decent ball. Out for a throw. Now it's McTominay. Now it's De Bruyne. Great chance! Milan with the corner, there first. And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Szoboszlai. Oh, that's fabulous. Can he finish? Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
And here's Kane. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's come loose here. And it's Hakimi. Decent chance! Oh, he's been caught now. In he goes again! Oh, taken with style. Into the lead once more. The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Number 10, Phil Foden.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Phil Foden.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Milan really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Musiala. It's a really well-measured ball. He's got away. Cross from Hakimi. He's gone for goal. Looking for a runner. De Ligt gets over and intercepts. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, well played.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Palmer. Camavinga. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Gives it back. It's come to nothing. And that's a good ball.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Yeah, that pass isn't the best. And this is Depay. Can he get it through? And claimed it back swiftly. Chance for a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
We're talking about creating a problem for yourself.
Taking
Okay,
place.
credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now a sudden chance to counter. In with the challenge. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Vitz. And he's managed to get free. That's tidy. Now, can they get him away? And he lines up. It's a mighty effort! It's bounced back off the post.
Substitution in progress.
A couple of changes then in quick succession. And it's Musiala. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Memphis Depay.
Keep calm and carry on. That
McTominay. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Nice control. Milan must do something here, and very quickly.
all they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Hakimi. Looking to play him in. And this is the big chance! It's there! Tying minutes, and we're all square again. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Number 96.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
And he's gone looking for safety. Might be danger here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
The final seconds now. Oh, he's found support out wide. That's very neat. And it's Grimaldo. He's tried one! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little...
That's that, the end. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here, it really is.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are... Tries a shot! Goal! Manchester United! And that's got him off to a flyer!
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Dovbik. Aimed beyond the defence. He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Hakimi gets it clear. And it's De Bruyne. Driving on and making good progress. Lovely feet. Driving. De Bruyne! De Bruyne! Delightful! That is a gem! An absolute gem! 2, and we've barely begun here. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Down already, a nightmare start. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, good ball! That's really well cleared. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's had it taken off him. Knocks it into space. Kukçu. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Tries to play it through. It's a promising position, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
This might spell danger.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Kimmich. Olise. Palmer. Now it's Dovbik. De Bruyne. Now it's Lopez. Shoots!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Oxlade-Chamberlain. Little pass back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play.
And the finish! He has done it! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden.
And De Bruyne! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. a shot! Decent hit and on target. Palmer. Now it's Lopez. He can run onto that. Oh, super ball. And the shot! Now, who's going to... Oh, what has happened here? And this is Oxlade-Chamberlain. Thinks about the shot. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. De Bruyne. Milan are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Shot could be on. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oxlade-Chamberlain. For Palmer. Good ball, good take. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Just eases him off the ball. No, that's been intercepted. De Bruyne can see things others simply cannot. Now it's Lopez. Now it's Palmer. Palmer touches it back. That has found him in acres of space. Pepe looking for a runner. Tierney promptly onto that, and that is that. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7, numero 22, numero 10. Lasciano il campo per il numero 9, il numero 27, il numero 96.
Here we go again.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Memphis Depay is in a really good position out wide. Oh, sweet feet. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Decent hit from there. Hakimi. Hakimi too strong for his opponent there. Mbappe. And the shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now that looks a decent ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now they can spring out of defence. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Hakimi. That's tidy. Ball driven towards the far post. Kamavinga! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And he's gone searching crossfield. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? What a throw in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gets a good foot in there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side. Memphis to... Oh, shooting chance! Really well taken goal. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
There was to be only one outcome.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
This has become one superb game of football.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Hazard, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he's being shifted off it. Great vision. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Lewandowski, and he's got the beating of his man. It's Lewandowski!
Lewandowski really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball.
He's having a shot! Goal! Manchester United! And again they hit the front.
Gol per il Manchester United.
That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Numero 24.
Manchester United take the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender. And
oh, he's been caught napping. McTominay, and this is Depay. He is through here.
well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can.
Oh, smashing header! And the lead stays intact, just.
Well, that's the response the crowd were looking for, Peter, and it's applause all around us here.
Viene sostituito con il numero 15. Attenzione, un cambio.
Looks to the other side. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Can he get on the end of this? He's got plenty of space out wide here. Now, what about this cross? Real chance! And that would have won it.
Mbappe has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Corner number 2 then. Milan are looking to go forward now. Not the most accurate pass. Picked out brilliantly. Threads one in.
Milan really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And this is... There's the shot! Mistake. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Gol per il Manchester United.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Il quarto uomo indica 6 minuti di recupero.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Manchester United could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Great chance! They've done it! Deep into injury time! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. No second thought, a straight red card. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick. Memphis Depay! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
And were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
everybody, and
Gorgeous,
welcome to
gorgeous
today's
evening.
match.
The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Oxlade-Chamberlain. There they go, hunting in packs. Oh, super ball! Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And it's Palmer. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this fella, Donnarumma, is someone who's been catching our eyes ever since he made...
Yamal! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Lamine Yamal certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Looking for options for movement. There's the big header! That's another chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Milan definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Now it's Yamal. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
He's looking wide. Now it's Rashford. He's got away. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Rudiger did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Out towards the flank. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And that's gone loose. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Yamal. Lopez. Now it's Oxlade-Chamberlain. De Bruyne picked out brilliantly. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Milan have themselves a chance from the spot. So the most significant moment of the game. And he's buried it! 1-0. Not much more than a formality.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Oh, there's a probing ball. And he's managed to get free. Now the cross. Played with speed from back to front. Now it's Yamal. Yamal tries making a foray down the right. And Colwell gets across to intercept that. Pressing high and with purpose. It's a pretty loose pass. De Bruyne plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Played through into space. Yamal in acres of space out wide. Didn't quite get enough on that.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
And we have our very first corner. Milan are looking to go forward now. That's a sharp pass. He has found a way through. De Bruyne. Oh, that's neat. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Nice bit of trickery. Well, that looks a decent ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's McTominay. Stood up well to him there. Distributed tidily. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Guardiola charging forward, the ball at his feet. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh no, this does not look good. Oh, it's come loose. Lofted upfield. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Dovbyk given the lift of his goal. And he's surging through. And the shot's on here. Shapes to shoot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Number 7.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Tries to play it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Donnarumma. And that'll be the last act of the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Milan go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion.
Substitution on the field. Number 11. Yamal.
Here we go again then.
Number 9. Kane. Coming on the field.
De Bruyne.
Number 22.
Great vision.
Messi. Number
He's tried one!
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
He's found the way through. And it's claimed by the keeper. McTominay. Now it's Lopez. Now it's De Bruyne. Played out to the left flank. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's a fine interception. That's a good ball. And here's Dovbyk.
Dovbyk really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
It'll be a throw-in. Caicedo. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Punched away. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Caicedo does really well to win the ball there. Milan with this handy-looking 2-0 lead. They are looking comfortable.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Looking for the run. Chips it through. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Fiore. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Plays a sharp little ball here. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And it's Valverde. Guardiola.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Substitution.
De Bruyne. Not the most accurate pass. And he's away. Threads one in. Rashford. Can he finish? kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Rashford is offering a right smile there.
And it's a throw-in.
Substitutions taking place.
Milan have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. That's a good ball out wide. That's good play. Fiore tries a shot! He's got away with one there.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Milan have the chance to go the other way. 75 minutes played. He's picked his way through, crossed into the box. Cash. And it's Rashford. Oxlade-Chamberlain. There he goes, motoring forward. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Can he get on the end of this? Fiore. Milan have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's fabulous. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Hakimi gets a foot in here. Just 5 minutes remaining now. That is good strength. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Gets a good foot in there. And there's his chance to lead the counter. It's a searching pass. And reclaimed it in a trice. Palmer. Valverde.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That has been slung wide. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Nicely weighted ball. Mbappe! He's had a shot! And he's gone direct here. That's that, the end. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful,
Hello,
clear
everybody,
evening.
and
The
welcome
conditions
to today's
contributing
match.
to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front.
He's got tall. He will be livid with himself. That has not gone well. Pass somewhat off target. Tries to pass it through. And across it goes. Oh, well played, well played. Palmer. Knocks it into space. Messi picks it up out wide. He's picked his way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's made its way to him. Oh, that's fabulous. He's charged for a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Tierney promptly onto that, and that is that. And the pass is intercepted. Chips it through. He is through here. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, he's been caught on it here. There's the shot. Goal, Milan! And Milan have the lead. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they...
Goes for a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Substitution on the field.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. He's found a way through. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. And that has been clubbed away. Great vision. And this is Forlan. Rudiger does really well there, strong defending. McTominay running with the ball. Oh, no joy this time. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Chonburi clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Lopez. Rodri. And they win it back again. That's rather hopeful. That was mighty close. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. It's a pretty loose pass. That's a cute ball. Tierney cuts it out. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Now it's Palmer. Nicely weighted ball. And this is De Bruyne. 30 minutes gone.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Picked out brilliantly. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Donnarumma, in the context of the game, he must save it. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
The goal scorer for Milan after 33 minutes is...
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Oxlade-Chamberlain. Now it's Dovbik. That pass is coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. That'll be a throw-in. There they go, hunting in packs. And he's managed to get free. Plays it across. And it's Palmer. Now that looks a decent ball. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. Palmer. Looking for the run. Foden. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, he's burst through! Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Palmer. Diego Lopez.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Threads one in. And he's in on goal. Oh, shoot. And the finish! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And there is the half-time whistle.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Milan in control at half-time, 2-0. There's the start of the second half. Now it's Forlan. McTominay. And it's De Bruyne. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Pinches it off him. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he has taken a dim view of this, a second yellow, and that means red. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Dovbik! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Forlan.
Pretty robust defending.
He's got away. He's found some space. Big chance! Just cruising. They are cruising. And the lead is extended still further. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear
Hello,
night,
everybody,
all
and
the
welcome
ingredients
to
for a
today's
showcase
match.
game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And as you can see, we've already started here. Foot in. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Pass somewhat off target. Nice looking ball. Neatly clipped into space. Diego Lopez!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard, on his day, is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years, and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
Bellingham. Tierney kept his eye on it, and he's there. That is ended up in no man's land. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, nicely intercepted. DiMarco. De Jong. Passing is crisp and sharp. Can he get it through? Now it's De Jong. Can he finish? They've scored! How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Number 19, Lionel Messi.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Gets his head on it! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And it's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
The goal scorer for Milan.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Van Dijk. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now it's Messi. And this is Messi. Oh, super find. Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, Peter, I think the smartest of reactions, and he just attacked the danger.
Anderson. And this is Messi. And this is Hazard. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Dovbyk. Decent progress down the left. Foden gets a foot in here. Now it's Messi. Diogo Dalot. Can he get on the end of this? Chance, surely! It's hit the upright. Goal, Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Lopez at his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation.
And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
We are glad to inform you that today's match day programs are available from stands located by the gates. I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. Fired deep towards the back post. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a feeling he's going to be a real handful for the opposition here.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
And it's De Bruyne. De Bruyne stood his ground strongly. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Dovbyk, and the shot! Rice, a couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. De Bruyne. De Bruyne. Dovbyk. Milan finding their passes. Fiore. Now it's Lopez. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Guardiola gets across to intercept that. Dovbyk. So we're still where we started right now. Hakimi does really well to win the ball there. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And he's cut it out. He's got away. He has found the way through. Can he finish? Searching pass he's played there. Nicely worked. Now can he... And a chance! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Guardiola. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the... goes for a shot! They've done it! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Milan have a free kick. And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Signore e signori, facciamo gli auguri a un membro del nostro fan club che oggi festeggia l'anniversario di matrimonio.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Dovbyk. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front. We're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Alexander-Arnold. It's Ribéry. And it's Valverde. Now it's Wirtz. Now it's Dovbyk. Just eases him off the ball. Zaire Emery. Tierney gets a foot in here. Now it's Lopez. Palmer, here's onto this. He might be on the finish! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Palmer clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Oxlade-Chamberlain. And that was nowhere near his best. And it's Palmer. That is good strength. Tierney. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Aimed beyond the defence. Hakimi picks it up out wide. Palmer. Backward it goes. Oh, that and the shot! Zaire Emery can see things others simply cannot. Great vision. So what can they make of this? He's found a way through. Mbappe! Too close for comfort. Davis picks it up from the goal kick. Now it's Mbappe. McTominay. And it's made its way to him. Now it's Mbappe. Davis calmly anticipates. Neymar. Can he get it through? He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, what has happened here? Wirtz plays a sharp little ball here. Decent progress down the left. And here's Dovbyk. Zaire Emery. Ribéry. Knocks it into space. And he welcomes it in. And they're quick to get it back. Ribéry threads one in. Neymar in acres of space out wide. Oh, well played, well played. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's in a great position here. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Now it's Lopez. Oh, he's burst through! And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Hakimi. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Ribéry. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Dovbyk. Oxlade-Chamberlain. And the shot! Goal! Milan! Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Davis. And it's Neymar.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Lopez. Pinches it off him. And it's half-time here. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Milan, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. So we're just settling back into this second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Looking for a runner. It's out for a goal kick. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Valverde. Mbappe. Tierney. Gets a good foot in there. Looking to play him in. He's had a shot! Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to restore parity. No, he's missed it!
It really wasn't a confident penalty, Peter. It was almost like he was trying too hard to second-guess what the keeper was trying to do.
McTominay. And he's quick to snatch it back. Now that looks a decent ball. And he shoots! Oh, super goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They have come roaring back.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Milan really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And it's Wirtz. Milan can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Mbappe.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Zaire Emery. Stood up well to him there. Tries to play it through. Lopez looking to run onto it. Could be danger here.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 10.
Zaire Emery.
Per il numero 96.
Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Palmer. Now it's Lopez. Zaire Emery. And it's Wirtz. And that's put paid to a promising move. Probing pass. Rudiger kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Passing is crisp and sharp. And this is Depay. There's the shot! Goal! Milan! Into the lead once more. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Milan go into the lead. Milan are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. McTominay. And he was quick to react. And the shot's on here.
FC Tulsa really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Great chance! That is delicious! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Yeah, to see it unfold as success.
Goes for a shot! Goal, Milan! And again they hit the front. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Milan take the lead.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
And this is Depay. Looking for options for movement. Zaire Emery.
FC Tulsa really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Distributed tidily. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Memphis Depay. Neymar receives it in a good position here. Palmer. Driving on and making good progress. He has found the way through. And it's McTominay. Neymar. Oh no, that was never going to make it. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Oh, nicely intercepted. Neymar. Kubo. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And that will be the final act. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win, and it came down to one decisive moment. Oxlade-Chamberlain taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?